and now their lives are normal, right? Well, wrong. You see, after Sonic Everly After episode, there was a scene that may be connected to some Saturday morning parts that you're familiar with. And those parts are this. After you'll see a certain, after the plane, well, after the tornado just flew, there was a certain book that you have to see, and that is this. That's right, the Scary Monster book. So, I know you're wondering, how is this connected to SATAM? Well, I had a certain theory that maybe the monster book actually turned this Robotnik into the SATAM Robotnik. So, that's why SATAM Robotnik exists, right? Maybe. So, how didn't they know? Well, the thing is, SATAM Robotnik traveled back in time. You know, when Blast of the Past thing. So I have this theory. Maybe Robotnik planned to have two Robotniks to rule Mobius. And he traveled back in time to where the part of SATAM were before the events of Sonic Hedgehog began. And maybe that's why the Adventure Robotnik exists. So that's easy enough, but how? Well, you see, Julian, Robotnik, to change his name to hide his identity, to Ivo, really just traveled through time before Sonic, and had this idea, maybe if I roboticize Mobius in the past, I'll maybe beat Sonic before he even gets to Knothole. He plans to roboticize Baby Sonic. Oh yeah, Baby Sonic. But after, he fails at that, he Back to the Future and fails, and just sets off a failure party. Wow. Just sad, right? But this is an origin of Adventure Sonic. And gave the money, but actually gave the money and his past robots to his past self. And he promised his past self he will beat Sonic and win the day. But he promises his promise, but you can't. Don't keep promises you can't keep. He lied to his past self. I know, it's sad. After learning the secrets of Robotnik's plan, Sonic and his friends return to Knothole, with Rosie, and then retreat to a better place. I promise one day he'll save his Uncle Chuck and win the day.
Now let me just recap for you what I mean by this. Okay, let's just do this. So after I said return to Knothole, I mean return to Knothole with Rosie, meaning Rosie promised Sally never to go to Robotropolis, remember? So this takes place way before the events of Sonic the Hedgehog, But how? Well, I'll tell you, in a form of...
After my children were born, the evil Dr. Robotnik used his technology to turn our world into a place of terror.
Is that familiar, don't you think? Kind of familiar, don't you think? Kind of familiar, don't you think? It also has King Acorn's statue, which means King Acorn exists in this universe, which also means Sally Acorn exists in this universe, along with Tails, right? Yeah, probably. assume there aren't any houses connected to stadium. Well, none of these guys. They don't really matter. But Sonic actually had a mother. So how did he end up in Mobotropolis of all places? It's way before he got his rule. It's a flashback, during the Blast of the Past. You can see the ship. Oh, I can just show you why. You can see the ship just soaring. Ship soaring. Here, the same ship stopped. Why am I stuttering? So it's actually way after this. It's Venture's way after Sonic was born, and his brother and sister. When he was like 5. Huh? Now this is a current timeline. See this? This is like 5-year-old Sonic.
Don't stop and don't look back.
Why? Well, what about you?
We'll be okay, Sonic. But you know what I need to see? The biggest rev you've ever done.
Really? You want me to rev?
Sure do, pal. Let's see it.
We love you, son.
Go, Sonic! Go!
This is actually way before Sonic went to Mobotropolis. It's actually a timeline event. Wapatsu.
It's gonna be all right, Shiny boy.
So if you see here, this is before Sonic went to Blast the Past. And this is the current timeline. Complete the timeline of events, right? We're done? Not quite. There's something you guys.
So what you're saying is Robotnik has amnesia? Of course. How and why? Well, it has something to do with the Power Stones killing me, right? Because I said that. It has something to do with the Power Stones kinda, after Sonic kicked Robotnik's butt, Nick. And then, he fell to the ground, crashing his ship in the process, crashing it down Mobius. So how did he lose memory? Well, he bumped into something, and it kinda nuts. So he can't remember anything except his evil plan.
Well, that's a very entertaining story, but unfortunately real detectives have to worry about that little thing called evidence.
Oh, you want evidence? I'll give you evidence, you stink.
This is the Freedom Fighter's secret weapon. It has plagued me for over a year.
He remembers the Freedom Fighters, but he doesn't remember Sonic. But he does remember, but the Freedom Fighters remember him. So that means he's still out there. Sally's probably in hiding with Tails. So that happened.
Freedom Fighter's secret weapon. It has plagued me for over a year, and I want it found and destroyed.
And you think that's not enough? Check out this.
Hedgehog? It's a blasted hedgehog! Yes, sir. Would you like us to? No! Dismissed! But your greatness. Dismissed!
So, see what I told you? Isn't it great? That medical evidence that Robotnik has amnesia? It may not be enough, but I'm trying to show you that when he said hedgehog, he doesn't really remember his name. Really, he's slowly turning back. So, he's got to work fast to destroy Sonic once and for all. Well, to fully answer your question, In Sonic Underground, it's Maya they went into hiding because Robotnik has become far too powerful for them to sneak in. But to really answer your question, I think I have to explain it with an Archie comic called New. They don't know Princess Sally. And I bet if they knew them, they would be joined the Freedom Fighters. So why don't they know them? Well, I don't have all the answers, but the only thing I actually have is that they live somewhere a different part of Mobius. That's to South Island, I believe. I think there's another kingdom on the other side of Mobius. I think that's why Princess Sonia hasn't met Princess Sally.
Like the other kingdoms in Mobius, like, Green Hill, Woodland, Wood Zone, the island, the Angel Island. In fact, this scene from Sonic Prime actually symbolizes the events of Sonic Underground when they met Knuckles. If you can notice the strategy.
Allow me to offer my delicate and restrained response. Spin dash! You blocked that? Okay, time out. Let's start over. Hi, I'm Sonic, and...
Huh. So, if you don't know, can you remember Sonia? Atty is trying to agree with Knuckles, remember? Well, Knuckles is saying this.
Don't waste your breath, thief. Eggman warned me about you. I know all I need to know.
Huh. Let's go back to Sonic Underground again.
Stop you. Chill, fella, we're not thieves. Well, mostly we're not. Anyway. Huh? Nice to meet you, too. I hate thieves. Sonic, are you alright? Boy, that guy's good. What are you, nuts? Because if you're thinking of starting a fan club, Manic, here comes your hero. Okay, Nut, here's a taste of the... If that's the way you want to play it, let's get basic. Sonic, wait! Maybe we can reason with him. Good idea, sis. Nut, here's a taste of the supersonic triple spin, pal. You guys can jump in here anytime, we knew you had it covered. This time, we're gonna reason with him. Where'd he go? Guess super spin was a little too much for him. I would bet. Not. Listen, Echidna guy, we aren't here to steal anything. We're here to find Queen Irina. Whoa, maybe that worked. Hey sis, what are your feelings telling you now? That we better leave. You're lying. I'll handle this. Sure, why not? You've done such a superb job so far.
See, these scenes are familiar, right? They are. So tune in next time, and I'll prove that the Sonic OVA universe is connected to Mobius. See you soon.